Welcome to the Knowledge Management course. In this course, we're going to explore why knowledge and its management really helps to improve the quality of your projects, but not only your projects, the organisation as a whole, and how your projects fit into that organisational performance. We're going to explore through four key areas of knowledge management. First, the knowledge economy and how knowledge flows through the economic decisions that we make and how that creates value over time. Then we're going to look at ICT projects in particular and see how knowledge can create better outcomes for those projects, not just within the project itself, but also over a longer period of time in generating better outcomes in the longer term after the project has been completed. We'll then look at the topic of leadership and how knowledge informs leaders to make better decisions, to make more strategic and more sustainable decisions over time, and therefore inform which projects we should or should not be doing. And finally, we'll look at creativity and how knowledge can be applied in creative ways in order to drive innovation, in order to take us to places where we haven't been yet. So over these four topics, we will explore a number of different aspects as to how knowledge can help us to enhance our performance, the performance of those around us, and also the organisation as a whole. So let's have a little bit of a quick look at the structure of the course in a little bit more detail and how your assignments are going to be structured.
The course is structured just like a project. It's got four key milestones. Each of those milestones represents the submission of an assignment on a particular topic. There are three assignment formats. You can do research notes, you can do paper critique, you can do a case study. Your first assignment is research notes because that is the simplest format, and we do the research notes on the knowledge economy because that's the baseline foundational information that you need. We then go on to look at the impact of ICT as a facilitator for knowledge, as this is where it has accelerated the application of knowledge over time. Your job is to read the papers that are provided, find at least one other, and then critique a paper of unknown quality within that area. Once you've done your research notes and your paper critique, you're now ready to write your own case study. The first topic on which to write a case study due in week 9 is knowledge leadership. This is how knowledge can be applied in terms of leadership to make better decisions, more strategic decisions, look at sustainability, and how people can end up with better long-term outcomes rather than focused on the project itself. Then we want you to write a second case study, and this can be the same case but looking from a different perspective around creativity and innovation. How does knowledge facilitate the generation of greater creativity and innovation? So as you go through each of these four key milestones at the quarters in the timescale, where we want you to understand how all of these things are interdependent and how they relate to each other and how they can create synergies. It's not just about knowing what the economy is about. It's not just about looking at an ICT technology as a form of support. It's about putting all of these things together, making better leadership decisions around that, and figuring out not just how we can do what we're already doing better, but how we can do new things, so applying creativity and innovation. So when you bring all of these things together, you're developing and applying a whole range of research skills in the area of knowledge management. You get better at searching for things. You get better at taking notes so that you can remember next time round. You get better at critiquing and reflecting what's a good quality piece of writing and on what basis. So you can synthesize all of these ideas and communicate. So when you look at this overall, we're really talking about how to manage knowledge to create more success. The knowledge economy provides the foundation, and figuring out how to use knowledge as a strategic asset, using ICT to accelerate and more widely apply those strategic assets, then reflecting on the impacts of leadership and in how to facilitate and bring people on board, how to engage them in the use of the knowledge as an asset, which then leads to fuel greater creativity and innovation as we go. And the outcome of that is, of course, better project success over time. So for you to do your project, for you to do your course, you're going to start in the first 3 weeks, think about how the knowledge economy applies, submit your notes around that. But even before you finish that, you should start to think about the next topic. Start the readings, get an understanding of what that looks like, and develop that on the way through. In the meantime, I will send you some feedback on your first topic, which provides you with better insights as to how to do your next topic better. And by then, as you get about halfway through, you should be able to then start thinking about your cases and what you're going to do on that. Read the topics, read the readings on the knowledge leadership, working towards generation of your first case. But even before you've finished your first case, start to think about what you can write in your next case, whether it's the same example but a different aspect, or whether you're going out to take a whole new case altogether. And then, of course, wrapping up your final topic of innovation and creativity. By the time you've been through these 4 cycles, you've reflected, you've searched, you'll end up with far better skills to move ahead.